Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, where it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, what it all bends understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hi guys. Let me know if you could hear me because I have to be in on my phone because my thing is being weird and it's not letting me sign in. But hi guys. Thank you PNJ Becky 0F's given for becoming a member, and I saw 2 other people had become members, but I can't scroll up that far. So if you had become a member, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome, and I appreciate the support. Hi, MK. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Shay. Crackdown. Stacy, Allie, Donna, Meat Feets. We have Angel D. We have Pinche, Donna, Little Red Riding Hood, Coco Shanae. Let me see. Myra, Melanie, Crime Crochet Coiffette. You changed it. You changed it for the spelling to fit how I say it. Oh, how funny is that? Hi, chicken shit. Hi, Jenny. Becky P. Vicky. Oh my goodness. Hi. Pointer lover, Bree McGee. Okay, let me see. Who else? April Vickers. Oh, you're so sweet. Candace. I'm going to keep scrolling. Let me see. Kathy Swartz. Christina. I missed you all. How are you guys? Hi, Destination. Christine Breed. Hi, guys. That's all I could scroll up. It won't let me scroll any farther. Hi, Blue. Hi, Rebellious Rose. Task Globa, Gretchen, Walkaway Renee, Silver Turtle Lady, Michelle. Hi, guys. Welcome, Tamara. Welcome. Wait, do I say yours wrong too? Oh, no. Why? Bree McGee sounds about right. Or is it just Bree McGee? Is it McGee? Oh, no. Well, welcome. Sorry for being a few minutes late. Sometimes randomly my computer, like, it'll not let me. It'll say, oh, your camera's being accessed from elsewhere. So it won't let me go into StreamYard. But nothing else is accessing my camera. And it does this like once a month. And so I don't know. I don't know what it is. But welcome. It's been a few days since I've seen you guys. And so I've missed you guys. It's so nice to be back. And I feel so bad because when we last left off at the last live, that's true. Thank you, Caffeinated Slug. Touche. At the last live, I promised, because somebody asked, oh, does anyone have a photo of Chance? And I said, yeah, I'll pull it up before I end. And I didn't. I ended and I was so tired and I left. And then after I ended, I saw people in the chat were like, wait, Chance. And I was like, oh no. So rest assured, the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to pull up those photos of Chance. I am so sorry that I forgot to pull them up last time and I ended so quickly and I didn't even think about it. So apologize. I hope not. I hope not. And I put a little band-aid over that camera because like part of me is looking at that camera like who dat, like who's looking in that camera? I don't know. I am not tech savvy at all. So I don't know. All I know is that there's no apps running. So I don't know what else could be accessing my camera. I don't know. But it happens like once a month. It says like there's some other app accessing your camera, so it will not let me go into StreamYard. But I don't know what else to do. So now I have to be in under 2 devices. Luckily, I tricked StreamYard into letting me in to even share my screen. And like I figured out how to let it trick me in. And basically you have to like click a bunch of buttons really, really quick. And then like for a split second, it'll glitch and you could enter studio. And like, I'm kind of like chilling halfway in, halfway out right now. And I don't know how to explain it better than that. But like I trick it and I get in real quick. And while I'm in here, I could just share my screen, but like my device isn't in. I don't know how to explain it better than that, but that's what I did. So I'm lucky I did that. All right. So I can still manage to share my screen at least. That's what he said. That's all. You got to just trick them, get halfway in, halfway out. Your computer is evil. Oh no. I do, Angel D. I got my peen screens. I remember. I haven't had to use a peen screen in a while. Let me see. Here we go. Peen screen. But okay. So we're going to start. So we had the other half of this call that we were watching yesterday as we were watching. Oh my God. Let me start that over. It was not yesterday. It was not a call. Hold on. Let me start that over. We have the other half. Well, yes, it was a call, but it was not yesterday. We have this other half of the call that we were listening to days ago. It was last week, while watching the walkthrough of the house. Now we have the other half to listen to. But before we do that, I wanted to pull up the photos of Chance and I wanted to walk through his toxicology results first because that's what people requested the last time. Hi, Michelle. That's what people requested the last time, and I kind of jumped off too quickly. So I apologize again for that. So let me start with the photos of Chance, which is Harley's dad. Thank you, Michelle. Which is Harley's dad, Letecia's ex. All right. So this is Chance. Yes, RIP to Chance. Which I try to look at like people's exes and see if they have similarities. You know, if does Letecia have a type? I don't see enough. I can't really base it yet because there's not enough exes to kind of like determine that. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he is handsome. Hi, Lori. No, he doesn't look like Al at all. So, Harley did not know the truth about. Hi, Jessie Lynn. Harley did not know the truth about how her father passed. Harley, thanks, Wolfie. Harley did not know until about a week prior to her taking the stand how her father truly passed. Teresa, this is Chance. This is Harley's father. So Letecia's ex. Hey, Claus, will do. Yeah, Samantha. Hi, Grateful Mama. So Harley was told, which I, for the life of me, cannot understand. Yes, that's a great question. Okay, number one, why would you name your dog after your ex that has passed, your daughter's father who is no longer here? I do find that strange. I do find that strange. I do find that peculiar. I don't think it's appropriate to name your dog after your loved one who has passed. Well, actually, you know what? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that if it's your loved one that you still have an active part of your life. Let me be clear. I think what's strange about it is that it was Letecia's ex. That's what it is. That's why I corrected myself, Shakto. It's not if Letecia had like an active relationship with Chance. Yes, that's true. That's true. I think it was just that it was her ex, and I don't know, it's Letecia. So I always feel like there's an underlying thing. That's true. It was Harley's dog. So maybe I spoke too quickly. Because there's plenty of people, I'm sure, who it would be a way to honor their loved one. I just, with Letecia, I don't trust nothing. Hi, T. Adams. Hi. With Letecia, I just always think that there is this underlying motive. And because I question, like, well, you lied to your own child about her father's passing, but you lied to her and made her believe that her father's passing was almost worse in a way than it was. That it's like, okay, well, is there something more than this, to this? I don't know. Yeah, right. You can't trust anything she does. That's what it is. So, oh, Teresa. I mean, we named some of our animals after loved ones, but I think it's weird that it was her ex with her new husband. I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah, it's not so much naming a pet after a loved one that has passed. I just think anything with Letecia is what blows. Like, I just don't trust anything with Letecia. And hearing her other ex that spoke out, and how her other ex said even after they broke up, she would have him watch Harley so she could go out and date other guys. I don't trust Letecia at all. And I don't trust that okay, this is the best way I could explain it. I don't trust that she would, if she had a name if she had a hand in naming that dog, I do not think she did it with good intentions. That's the way I could describe it. I do not think, like somebody else who would honor their loved one with their memory of maybe naming the animal after their loved one who passed. I do not believe if Letecia had a hand in naming Chance that it would have been done with good intentions or honoring the memory. That is why I was like, what's up with this? You know, it's not the actual naming of the dog versus what are her motives. So it was a big day in the trial when Harley took the stand and prosecution asks Harley if she knew how her father passed. And basically asks, are you aware that your father had passed from an overdose? And she said how she was not aware of this up until a week prior to that day. They were like, well, what do you mean? And Harley explains that as far as she knew her entire life, her mom told her that her dad, what was it? I think it was, there was like a break-in and he was killed during like a robbery of some sort. Like there was some type of like a break-in and he was killed during the struggle of like a robbery. And listen, a loss is a loss is a loss. Yes, thank you. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So somebody had broken and murdered him and robbed him. That is what Harley believed happened to her father her entire life up until a week prior to her taking the stand. Hey, Legendary. So a loss is a loss, and there is no better way to pass, you know, like, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But it's almost like you made his death more traumatizing. He overdosed, and that is horrific in itself. And it doesn't make his passing any easier, but it makes you wonder, why would you tell his child that he was broken in? Hey, Crichton, why would you tell his child that he was broken? Like, there was a break-in and he was murdered. You know what I mean? Like, why would you do that? And her entire life, she believed this? And that's suspicious in itself, because that makes you question, oh my gosh, well, is there more to this? You know, you already have Letecia on, you know, in trial currently at the time, for murder. You know, like, could there be more to this story? Now, it doesn't appear so, guys. The story with Chance is he was with his roommate, I believe, and they were using, and I believe Chance was in the bathroom, and then the roommate had gone to bed. And when the roommate had woken up, he was still in the bathroom, and authorities were called. And unfortunately, he was no longer here. But so I don't think there's any foul play. I just think it's a great example of how Letecia has a sickness with lying. She lies just to lie. She lies about things that are not necessary to lie about. And I don't know if it was, I don't know. It's hard to try to rationalize why somebody would do the things that they would do, especially Letecia. but it's really sad. So Chance had hi that Michelle. Chance had alcohol, fentanyl, um, THC, hydrocodone in his system at the time that he passed. Xanax. He had Xanax in his system. So it was a mixture of substances. And so I'm not sure what specifically caused the overdose to occur, if it was any one thing versus if it was multiple combined that caused it. Oh wow, MK, wow. That's crazy, MK. Yeah, I don't put anything past Letecia either. I really don't. What I want to know is where does Harley get the curls from? She has gorgeous curls. Gorgeous curls. Maybe it's in her like with her grandparents, or I don't know, maybe Chance with longer hair has curls. I don't know. But Harley is so pretty. She has the most gorgeous complexion. Her hair is gorgeous. She's so soft spoken. She's just like an all around. You kind of look at her and you try to figure out, how is that a product of Letecia? I really do not know. I really do not know. I do not know. And I'm not just even talking about looks wise. I'm talking about personality, the way she speaks, her mannerisms. I think the curls come from the, let me try. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you guys are right. Maybe the Native American. Yeah. I don't know. All I know is that she is gorgeous. She's a very, very beautiful young woman. Very, very beautiful. Okay. That's Chance for everybody who is wondering, what does Chance look like? This is what Chance looks like. And then we have his obituary. And it says, Mr. Chance MacArthur Hunt of 98 Shiloh Road was born August 1st, 1980 in Baltimore, Maryland, and departed this life on Thursday, October 2nd, 2014 in Cincinnati, Ohio. He was the son of late Tammy Lamb Chavis and Claude Mack Hunt. Mr. Hunt is preceded in death by his grandmother, Mary L. Morgan, and grandfather, Horace Mitchell Lamb, his great-grandfather, Wallace Holmes, uncle and aunt, Early and Anne Locklear, and cousins, Elizabeth Davis and Jerome Locklear. He departed, leaving behind to cherish his memory his daughter, Harley Hunt of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, his biological father, Ricky Emanuel of Baltimore, his dad, Bill Holmes, and wife, Renee Holmes, and their son, Garrett stepfather Ricky Chavis of Shannon, brother and sister Nikki Chavis of Shannon, and Ricky Chavis Jr. of Lumberton. He was a gentle and kind-hearted man. His presence will be deeply missed by his great-grandmother Genova Holmes. He was the apple of her eye. Grandfather Warren Morgan Chance, uncle and aunt Winston and Arlene Lowry, his aunts Jan Lamb, Karen and Rocky Locklear of Lumberton, Jamie Lamb and Paul Locklear of Pembroke, his uncle Horace Mitchell II and Therese Oxendine of Panama City Beach, aunt and uncle Gwen and Junior Scott of Lumberton, these all who shared in his raising. Also of the home, Dad, Uncle Kenneth Carter, and Mama, Aunt Jill Lamb. We were blessed to be a part of your journey. He is also survived by who's your favorite cousin? Cousins Nicole Lamb, Chastity, Travis, Ricky, Desmond, and Peyton. Jeff, Johanna, Dino, Julina, Zaza, Nicholas, Tola, Landon, Christina, Latosha, Tanya, Dr. Katera Chavez, Jennifer, and Shawana. Their reply would be Chance, his best friend and brother, John Hunt of Pembroke. So, oh, thank you, Shay. That's so sweet of you. And congratulations to the 5 new members who can now chat. That's so sweet. Thank you, thank you. That, you know what? I was about to say chicken shit. The last name is peculiar. Hi, Artemisia. You tried Thistle. I knew you were probably trying to get Thistle. Because that name is associated to Letecia's side of the family. Oh, how funny is that, Majestic? Imagine if you have a relation. The Lowry, yeah. I'm not sure, Cheryl, to be honest. Hi, Mizzy B. Yes, Peyton was scribbled in one of her notes. I was paying attention to all of those names, Kathy. Nice to know you were too, because she spouts out so many names. It's kind of like her portion of her brain where it's her make-believe and where she's creating stories. It's merging with her memory portion, and she's pulling things out from both areas. That last name was extremely common in that area. Good to know. Thank you, Rebellious Rose. And so Chance had 3.6 nanograms / milliliters of fentanyl, 0.9 nanograms / milliliters of norfentanyl, and 4.6 nanograms / milliliters of fentanyl quantity in his system. 235 nanograms / milliliters of morphine, 917 nanograms / milliliters of hydrocodone, and the estimated lethal dose of fentanyl in humans is 2 milligrams, and the recommended serum concentrate for analysis is 1 to 2 nanograms / milliliters. So he had 3.6 nanograms. So that's a lot. Chance fentanyl levels was 3.6 nanograms, 4.6 nanograms. And then the hydrocodone Vicodin is 917 nanograms. The therapeutic level is usually 10 to 15 nanogram milliliters. So 917 is a lot. But again, when you do build up a tolerance, oh, thank you for being a member for 4 months, Legendary, and sending you lots of love and well wishes. When you do, build up a tolerance, you would be surprised with how high you could get your levels. Well, walk away, Renee. You could be surprised with how high you could you could get your levels if you are taking something every day. So, and then the morphine was 235 nanograms, and then concentrations exceeding 200 nanograms could be potentially fatal. And so he was at 235. And so, and then his blood alcohol was, crap, I have to leave my page to go look at it. Hold on. .126. Can you guys still hear me? 0.126 was his blood alcohol. So this was Al and Letecia's petition for the dissolution of marriage that Al petitioned for against Letecia. Date filed March 5th, 2020. This is 3 days after her arrest. Hey, Musicity Mom. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I have a lot of respect, for people who refuse to take the pain medication, because they're the devil of the pain medications, and so as much as you need them at the same time, like they have such an impact on your body. And so it says, come now, the petitioner Eugene A. Stauch, by and through his attorneys, the Travis Law Groups, by Richard M. Travis, files this petition for a dissolution of marriage and states the following. 1, this petition is for the dissolution of marriage. 2, the marriage is irretrievably broken. Irretrievably broken. Let me try that again. The marriage is irretrievably broken. 3, information about the husband, date of birth, military, current address, and then length of residence. Information about wife, date of birth, military, current address, and being charged with first-degree murder, and then the length of the residence. Congratulations for being in recovery, Stacy. That is amazing. Congratulations for anybody in recovery. That is absolutely amazing. And thank you for sharing, because that is awesome. Right. And that, you know what, Stacy, that tends to be what causes the most fatal overdoses is people who are in recovery after building their tolerance up so high, and then they'll go into active recovery and their tolerance will drop significantly, but the next time they go and they will use the amount that they would anticipate they would need, and because their tolerance drops so low, it'll cause an overdose. But that is so amazing. You should be so incredibly proud of yourself. Anybody in recovery should be so incredibly proud of themselves. So awesome job. Okay. So with that being said, we have the second half of our call. So let me pull it up. Okay.
So that was our plan for.
All right, guys. So let's do it. So far what we had gone through is Letecia being Letecia, and Letecia talking about Gannon sustaining the injury on his foot Saturday into the candle incident and leading to where we are here, just doing the typical Letecia stuff that we're doing. Are you guys ready?
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no. No. No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no. No.
Well, Leticia's not, but we're going to still do it anyway. Allie made me that Letecia thing, because I always say Leticia's always babbling. She made me that little babble head. It's so accurate, though, because no matter what part of the call you hit to, it accurately lines up. I'll show you. Just watch. No matter what point I play that, it accurately just aligns with whatever she's saying.
Monday, go to Play It Against Sports, get some coffee, we need to get gas, and we were going to monitor his arm along the way, go check on the thing about the bike.
Right.
So we go to, drive around. We go. I think we went to Dunkin' Donuts first, and then the gas store, or it might have been vice versa.
What, like over by our house, Dunkin' Donuts?
Right. We went to Dunkin' Donuts by our house. Dunkin' Donuts sharing lady already released the video of us going there. You can see my arm reach out the window if I can grab. Sorry, I didn't mean to say effing. I'm just over all this. Grab the coffee out the car. Then I turn around.
Again, here we go again. This is exactly where we left off. You can see me grab the dog nut. You can see me grab the dog nut. See, I'm not lying. You can go back to that footage and you can confirm that I indeed at one point throughout the day did go to a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. You can literally see my arm grab for that pink frosted sprinkled dog nut. Because I'm telling the truth about going through that Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, that one piece that you can verify by that footage, everything else I'm saying for the other 3 days that are lies, no, it's true. You can verify the dog nut. Look at my arm. You can see my arm. Donut. Sorry, Jessie Lynn. A donut, not a dog nut. Dog nut, whatever. That's Letecia logic. Letecia logic. Okay? She holds on to the one thing that you can verify. She is lying about everything, but yes, this monster did stop and get herself a coffee or a dog nut at some point throughout the day. And so she focuses on, oh yeah, no. You can literally see my arm extend out of the window of the drive-thru. As if that is relevant at all. But again, only a guilty person would focus on this. Only a guilty person would focus on the fact that you can be seen at the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru with your arm extending through the freaking window. Because you're overcompensating for all of the rest that cannot be verified. So you think that this little nugget that you can verify, this little nugget that you're being honest about, this irrelevant nugget, is going to mean the candle incident is being is being truthful. All of the other pieces that you're completely lying about are truthful too. And it just does not work that way.
Because I was about to get Gannon a Frappuccino, but he said he didn't want any. So then we drive off from the Dunkin' Donuts. So then we drive off from the Dunkin' Donuts and we go up. I turned 87 somehow, but meant to turn on 25. Needless to say, I went up the bottom.
80? You mean 85?
Yeah, 85, 87. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So then I went up towards Nevada, which is where like Holly gets her eyelashes done, that type of area.
Well, like
which I'm
past,
sure-
wait, you talking about past Walmart and all that? Like not towards Fountain, the other way, right? Oh,
where the roads. Okay, remember where we went to the recycle at before and the road split?
yeah, way down there, close to. Yeah, okay. Oh, but that's
Yeah.
that's towards Walmart. Turn. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Okay, so that's the route that I take, which I'm sure they had because I'm not hiding anything from them or the GPS that I took. So I went that way.
I'm not hiding anything, says a completely innocent person, right? That's totally logical, right? Because I'm not hiding anything. Really? Says the bitch who deleted her Google searches of arterial bleed, direct pressure won't stop it. Please tell me more about how we can see your arm extending through the window for a freaking donut. Please, no, continue. I want to hear more.
First, and I realized I was like, oh crap. I was like, I probably should have got on the other exit because I really didn't know. A lot lately I've been trying to find my way around, like what exits to get off of, things like that. So I get off.
No. Let me just fill your head up with completely irrelevant bullshit so I won't have to actually get to the parts that matter. Because an innocent person, somebody who had absolutely nothing to do with their stepson's disappearance, would ever waste time talking about this. Do you think they would ever waste time? They would say, what does any of this matter? Listen, this is what happened when I last saw Gannon. Let's focus on that. Nobody would ever take the time to go through this.
And realized like, oh, this is the way to where we went to the recycle thing at. So I just kept driving and end up making a curve and turning you back to 25, Nevada, and all that. And I was like, oh, there's the Petco. I was going to go to PetSmart, but we ended up Petco, so whatever, same thing.
Petco? You went to Petco like way over there?
That's the only Petco there is.
I don't know. The only one I know is the one we went to by Target that one day.
That's talking about near Harley's work?
Yeah, that's PetSmart though, isn't it?
Right. That's what I was saying. I was needing to go to PetSmart, but I went to Petco.
I got you.
So I go to Petco, and I walk inside. Gannon wanted to stay in the car playing the Switch. He was like, you want to stay in the car playing the Switch. Again, Colorado law is he can sit in the car at 11 years old.
Oh, so he took his Switch with.
Okay. Yeah, Letecia. It's just so convenient how you happen to Google what the law is ahead of time for an 11-year-old to stay in the car. That's convenient. That's suspicious. You just had to include that little dandy on that call with Al, didn't you? Gannon wanted to stay in the car and play on his Switch, but let me make sure you know, Al, it's all right. It's all right because as an 11-year-old, legally, the law says he's allowed to stay in the car. I Googled it conveniently right before our stepson went missing that I have nothing to do with, obviously. Yeah, no. Yeah, totally.
Them.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. He had his Switch, playing his Switch in the back of the car.
You talking about a truck, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, in the back of the truck.
Okay.
So he was playing his Switch in the back of the truck. Well, I went in the first time and yada, yada, yada. I was going in because Sadie has been having these things. I don't even know what it is. She needs to get her vet paperwork so I can get her checked. I didn't know girl dogs had periods or stuff come out.
Okay, hold on. First of all, Rebellious Rose, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Your support is greatly appreciated. Second off, what the fuck did you just say, Letecia? Did you? I'm sorry. I didn't know. We need to get our dog checked, okay? We need to bring our dog to the damn vet, okay? I didn't know that our girl dog has these things. Did you know Apparently, these girls have something called a fucking period. What? No, Tisha, I had no idea. You definitely need to bring your dog to the vet. That's not normal. That's not normal at all. You're telling me that you only figured this out, not the entirety of the span that you had these dogs. You're only finding these out coincidental the day that your stepson went missing, where you needed an alibi and you're going to the Petco. You needed these dog pads the day that Gannon went missing, right? Right? We need to bring our dog to the vet. We need to return these dogs. There's something wrong. Did you know that female dogs get their periods? There's something wrong with this dog. Okay. Oh, Tisha.
Been having like these things. I don't even know what it is. She needs to get her vet paperwork so I can get her checked. I didn't know girl dogs have like periods or like stuff come out. I didn't know this. So I walked in and found these little pads that they had. And I'm like looking at them, whatever. And I set the phone down because I'm like, and my mind is so blown that dogs have this. So I'm like looking at it, freaking out, thinking, okay, should I get these or should I just call it a pet? You know.
Sorry. And you call yourself a doctor? You call yourself a doctor? Your mind's so fucking blown, eh? Does your dog have puppies? Does your dog have a penis? Does your dog have a vagina? Why is your mind just so fucking blown that it would get a period? Yeah, you call yourself a doctor, T. Dr. T. My mind is blown that your mind is blown. That's why my mind is blown. That's exactly what it was. Dr. T was just looking to compensate for blood. Maybe I could blame it on the damn dogs. Maybe I could blame it on the 2-pound dogs we got. No, Tisha, that ain't gonna work.
But then maybe it's just something weird coming out of her body parts or something like that. Whatever it may be.
What? What? Maybe it's just something weird coming out of her body parts or something like that. Whatever it may be. Even CC, even the closed captions are like, huh? Maybe it's just something weird coming out of her body parts or something like that. What? What? Oh, God. Oh, God. What is coming out of your dog's body parts? What, if something weird is coming out of your dog's body part, do not go to Petco, people. Go to the vet. Go to the vet. Okay? You don't go to Petco to buy little doggy outfits. You go to the fucking vet if things are starting to come out of body parts. Okay? Just promise me now. Was it British Legendary?
So then, go back up to the front, look around. I look out the door several times. And these people I know have said, she was suspicious looking out the door. I was looking out the front door just to make sure nobody was at the truck because Gannon was in it. That's all. It was just, he was in the truck. And, I mean, what if he needed to get out and pee or, whatever. That was the only reason I kept walking back to the freaking front door just to make sure he was fine. Because he was in the truck. So then I get 3 outfits. God forbid I got 3 outfits and only had 2 dogs. Because, of course, this is what these people talked about. I got 3 outfits, checked out, walked out, got in the car.
Wait, you got 3 outfits and not a single pad? Tisha, you're digging yourself a hole here. You got 3 outfits and you were just explained, well, they had those little doggy pads. So you bought 3 outfits and not a single pad. Yet everything she's saying now contradicts what she will later say. How didn't you see me running on the footage, pacing back and forth frantically, looking out the window at Petco? Yeah, that's because there were people there. I was under duress.
From there, we were going to go to the play against sports.
But wait a minute. Why were you so? I'm kind of confused because like you said you were worried about him getting out, but like we've gone to the gas station and like he's never tried to get out of the car. So what was I don't know. Maybe that's nothing. But what made you freak out that day?
I wasn't parked on the front row. I was parked a little bit off. So like if he needed to get out and use the bathroom or he was looking for me or whatever.
Okay, all right, yeah. I was just that kind of was weird because like he's usually he does what we tell him, stays in the car. But anyways, go ahead.
Right, but not Albert. Exactly, he does. Just like I told you, he could have stayed at home on a normal basis, but he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah,
so I was
fine,
thinking,
I got you.
What if he had to poo? Whatever.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be a good parent. That's it. It wasn't no.
I know.
Looking in the car.
I got you.
What if he had to poop? I was just trying to be a good parent. So I put this sick kid into the vehicle and I drove him around aimlessly to do unnecessary tasks and kept him in the vehicle where he did not have access to the toilet in case he had a poop. I was just trying to be a good parent. We didn't stay home where he had free access to go to the bathroom and just give him soup and cuddle up and watch movies. No, I put him in the back of the Tiguan and I drove around aimlessly back and forth to Petco twice to get little doggy outfits and to get you a bicycle, a hypothetical bicycle, Al, the cheapest kind. Just trying to be a good parent.
It just was weird that you said that, but it's okay. I'll just go ahead.
So I went on, got the things checked out, left. I don't remember if we were stopped at another store in between there or what. We were headed to go to the Play It Again Sports, and we were headed to go talk to the dude about the bike. Well, they had my phone, so they could see that the guy right in the back about the bike with the pictures, and I was asking about prices and yada, 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 yada. And I was like, I didn't want to go to the man's house with the bike, without I wanted it to be legit, I got me in the car, and I only had me in the car, I got Gannon in the car. So I thought, I need to, what I'm saying? Like, I need to make sure this is legit. So I'm like, send me a picture of the bike, can you call, can you whatever. And he wasn't acting like he was wanting to give me information that he could meet me at a safe spot to go look at the bike.
So you weren't going to go to his house or something? He was just going to meet you in general?
I told him on my messages that I didn't want to just go to some random person's house, and that's probably why they're looking at this whole Douglas County thing, because he lived almost at Douglas County.
Okay, that does sound sketchy. You probably...
Yeah, you left your phone at home. And we're supposed to believe you had ready access to communicate with this guy from Gannon's phone? And we're also supposed to believe you already had plans with this guy to meet up on Monday when you were supposed to be at work and Gannon was supposed to be at school? And that was 5 yadas.
That was probably a good decision, so...
Yeah, so again, I've been an open book with them. They took my GPS and everything. We got to Douglas County, and me and Gannon was talking about it, and he was like, do you know this guy? And I was not really.
Hey, I missed the part. You said, so you went to Petco, but you said you were going to Play It Again. Did you never go to Play It Again? I forgot.
No, we didn't never make it to Play It Again. That was on our agenda, but we were trying to go for the bike first.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The bike thing was a priority first. Okay, so I was gonna go out to meet the guy with the bike, and And somehow they have my email. They subpoenaed all that. They can see that information coming from the Craigslist. Okay.
Oh, it was Craigslist.
So someone had something on Craigslist.
Oh man, that's sketchy, isn't it? Yeah, I don't trust that shit. You there?
Yeah, but you went and bought wood and stuff on Craigslist.
Yeah, I mean, for you to do it, and Craigslist, I never trust that shit because they always have those sketchy people doing, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Please don't forget, because it's been a few days since we watched the first half of this part. She claimed she was borrowing an Indian's phone to make this call. So she would still be borrowing the Indian's phone, this random Indian's phone, like, hey, mister, can I use your phone for a minute? Over an hour into this call already. And she's gone to the bathroom. We've heard her driving in the car, like with the seatbelt going off, bing, bing, bing. Yet she's claiming she's calling from a random Indian's phone that she's using. Okay?
Stupid stuff like meet and greets and stuff. You always told me about that, remember?
Yeah, but like this was just a bike for sale.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm worried about you and my son's safety. That's what I'm. That's
my point. That's why I realized. I said, well, we rode through. Okay, so when you go up Palmer Lake heading to Douglas County or whatever, we went that way. It was supposed to be that the guy had a warehouse somewhere between the Palmer Lake area, whatever.
What, a warehouse of bikes or something?
She said he had a couple bikes that he used to do riding and touring and stuff like that.
Like those bikes I was looking at doing those rides, like through Alaska or whatever?
Right.
Okay. So
I get out on this road. So if you're on, I want to say it's exit 165 or 163. Okay, I think that's what I want to say the exit was.
Oh, on 25?
Right, okay. Yeah. So you know how you're going to, before you get to Castle, it's where we went to take the, remember how traffic is backed up, you can take that back road?
Oh yeah, before you get to like 182 where the outlets are or whatever?
You can take that back road and it takes you back out to Castle Rock.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so it was off that, but to the right side, not to the bougie side where like the boonies and stuff was at. It was off that way to the right side. So I originally got off, and again, they can see this on my GPS. I got off, I went left, and went down that little hill where the little people were at, and I thought, this can't be the right way, because he was saying something about signs and all.
I'm sorry, what? You went down a little hill where the little people were at? Went down that little hill with the little people. Even look at the closed captions. Oh, Tisha. In my head, I'm a very vivid, I told you guys I'm a visual person. So you're explaining this to me, and I'm imagining you're going down a little hill and then a bunch of little people. Woohoo! Like, don't do that to me, Tisha. Come on. And you know what, MK? I can't judge her too harshly as far as directions, because this is probably how I would be describing directions too. I'm awful with directions.
People were at, and I thought, this can't be the right way, because he was saying something about signs and all this. Turned around at the little, I don't know, woods or whatever, came back up, went across straight and realized it was on that right side. I think it's called like Palmer Lake or something like that. Supposed to be looking for this place, still didn't see it, and then it ended up being like all mountainy and dark. I say dark, it wasn't dark in the day, but like,
yeah, like woods and stuff, yeah.
So we turned around, left out of there, and I was like, well, this doesn't even look too great. Again, have them go search that area all they want to. They're barking up the fucking wrong tree, because all we did was went through there looking around and trying to figure out where this warehouse was supposedly at.
So you were in the truck or out of the truck?
We're We're in the truck.
Oh, you had me worried. I'm like, you're out of the truck in the woods looking for a warehouse?
No, it was just driving through there. It was like down, around, up, around. You know, Colorado has all these mountains and shit like that. So I came back out, got back on 25, and was like, crap. I was like, I don't even like think that was a good place. Me and Gannon was like, why can't we just go buy it in the store? Don't they have them at Walmart? You know, and so we're like talking. I was like, yeah, I'll just figure out another place to get a bike. Because the whole thing was I was going to buy you the bike and surprise you for Valentine's Day for it. That was like the whole shebang.
Yeah, I would love that for sure.
So at this point, we never got to play it against sports because it was approaching the time that we needed to be headed back.
Okay.
So I said, Gannon, I'll just come back and go to play it against sports again later. Don't worry about it. Your daddy and I have been talking about getting hockey sticks. So we come back up, heading back towards the house because, we had to get back for Lena. Oh, I forgot to tell you a point that we left that day because I put my notebook down. Let me go back to this.
Oh, shit. I forgot because I stopped looking at my notes and I'm not recalling this from memory because it's not a memory at all. This is a story I wrote down and I forgot because I skipped ahead and I got a little bit too cocky. So let me go back. Hold on. Let me flip these pages. Okay, yeah. Right here, I even put a star next to it and I underlined it. Let me make sure I give you this very important detail, because if it was very important, I definitely wouldn't forget about it. And that's why I even boldened it. It's very bold in my notebook. Oh God, Tisha, you hear her flipping. And I'm a fan of notes. I love good notes, but not these type of notes.
On Monday. Okay, on Monday, when Gannon and I left, we found someone in the neighborhood who was working for the Lorson Ranch people. So this is why I came back to you and said I didn't think it was the carpet guy. I say working for the Lorson Ranch people. I don't know who he worked for.
Like whatever that Emery Homes or whatever it's called.
He was working for the home company. I approached the guy, asked him, could he go fix the carpet? That was before we even hit the road.
So that was before Dunkin' Donuts and all that?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I meant to tell you this. So it was before Dunkin' Donuts and all that. So I gave him the garage code because he apparently worked for the company or whatever. I gave him the garage code and told him I had money sitting on the counter because Harley was gonna. I remember I've been playing those lottery ticket things. I had tens because I was like, well, he could just have those tens and I'll get more money from. That's why I had one on the lottery. Well, that's why I thought that the carpet person, had access to the house, whatever. Come to find out later on, he didn't even make it there. But I'll get to that point when we get there.
Why would you give him access to the house?
She tries so hard. Like, she never for 1 second stops and asks herself, how would I act if I wasn't guilty? It's that simple. Because guilty conscience, you guys, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's when you know you're guilty, you overcompensate. When you know you've done something, you have that guilty conscience, and so you overcompensate. Same way, like if you just cheated on your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, let's say you were younger, and all of a sudden, like you just left after having a hookup, and you tried to call your boyfriend, and your boyfriend doesn't answer. You immediately jump to, he knows what I just did. He knows what I just did. So you start calling a lot more than you would and start texting, you okay? Hey, why aren't you answering? Because you have a guilty conscience and you're freaking out. Does he know? Does he know? Oh my God, does he know? Are you mad at me? You know, like, does he know? Meanwhile, your boyfriend's probably just asleep, taking a nap. But because you have that guilty conscience, you are overcompensating. That's what Letecia is doing times a million. All these details, all this rambling, all this extra means nothing. And if you didn't have a guilty conscience, you wouldn't even be thinking to include any of this. But because you're thinking with guilt, you're going overboard. You never once stopped and asked yourself, how would I act if I wasn't guilty? And it wouldn't be, you would not waste any of your time on this. Doesn't want to meet someone in their bike warehouse, but here, take the code for my home. Legendary. I'm not a cheater, never was, but
Well, because
if I
he
was, I'll overcompensate.
Yeah, but
contract like part of the people, and Gannon was with me.
okay, all right.
So I didn't think anything was a threat if the children were with me.
Yeah, I got you.
And someone was going to come in or whatever.
But that, you know how I am about that stuff too, right? I mean, that's. Anyways, I don't want to stop you. Just that kind of worries me there. But go ahead. You there?
I didn't give him a code to be any kind of whatever.
No.
I mean, I was trying to get the carpet fixed so the boy could not be so upset.
I got it. I just don't like, you know how I am. I don't like have people having access to our house and stuff. But, whatever. Just go on because I don't think that's a big deal. So.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
I wanted to make sure I didn't leave out that point.
Okay.
So, fast forwarding on, we have to hurry up. We have to get back because I knew that Lena would be coming home at some point. The original plan was we were going to go pick Lena up. That was the original plan. To be like, hey, we're going to go eat sushi tonight because everybody been talking about eating sushi.
Yeah.
God,
Gannon wanted to stay at home. And I was like, no, Gannon, you probably shouldn't stay at home. You still aren't feeling the best, whatever. You should not stay at home. I said, so we're all going to eat sushi. If you don't like it, you can just get rice, chicken, yada, yada. So that was our plan for the day. We get home about, I don't know what time the alarm got set off. 2:30, 2:45, whatever the bull crap is. Okay? Well, I noticed that during the time frame, I set the alarm to alarm away. And I have it from the ADT.
Okay.
When we left. Somehow, during some point, the alarm changed from alarm away to alarm stay.
What point? I
had all this, and which was on my phone that they took.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I called ADT and I said, "Hey, what are the steps in alarm going to arm away to arm stay?" And they instructed me that if the door was not open with a sensor, it could have been that you accidentally set the house to alarm away, and it would have went to arm stay if it noticed movement that was already in the house.
Oh, I got you.
Right. But there's no sensor on the garage door.
Right.
Okay? So keep this in mind prior
There's
to
a sensor on the garage door?
I know, on the door coming in from the garage, there's no sensor.
No, you said there was. So, there's not. I didn't think there was.
Yeah, I was saying there's no sensor. I might have said it so fast. I was saying there's no sensor on the garage.
Sorry. I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
So, either you can come in, you can set the alarm to arm away, and you can walk in through the garage, and it will immediately go to arm stay. Or you can set it to arm away, and when the dogs move, and it will go to arm stay. As long as that back glass door wasn't triggered, and that front door wasn't triggered, it will not change.
Okay.
So keep that in mind, okay? So this whole thing about your neighbor, he got paid $5,000 to release this video. It's a proven fact.
It is not a proven fact. If you guys remember a few episodes ago when I was going through all of those old screenshots, she commented this on the actual news site and accused them of only paying for half of it to be released. They came out and literally said that is a lie. They didn't pay any money for that footage to be released. But also, she is adamant about how Gannon returned, how there is footage on the other side of Gannon getting out of the truck. Yet up on this screen, her interview with Grusing right here, the day she was arrested, she was adamant that Gannon never returned. Gannon never returned. So which story is it, Letecia? Did he return? Did he not return? You are so inconsistent. She changed her stories depending on what currently worked better towards her advantage.
Okay. It's already been looked at by tens of thousands of people, and it's been investigated that Gannon and Stauch got out the other side of the vehicle.
Okay. All right.
Shadows, movements, infrared, whatever you want to call it. Gannon got out the other side of the vehicle. Okay.
So okay. All right. So he's
Go ahead, ask
so
a question.
he's home with you now, is what you're saying.
Right.
At this point in the timeline.
Yeah. So it's like maybe 2:45 or 2:30. I'm not sure exactly, but in that time frame before Lena got home, I'm getting out, going in the house, or whatever. Gannon goes in, and Gannon goes straight to his room. I go upstairs because I was like, had wanted to try to get on that Peloton the other night. Didn't get a chance to. Put my headphones on, yada, yada, yada. So I'm in there. Gannon had asked me, that you said that he could go with a friend. You then text me, I don't know exactly what time, but at some point in time, you had told me, don't let Gannon go with a friend or something.
Yeah, right.
Gannon came back and said that you said he could go with a friend and come back later tonight. Again, I said, your daddy said you can play with your friends in the neighborhood, but you cannot go with some friend in some car or whatever it may be. Put my headphones back on. That was where this gets where I have completely parts of the information and not parts of the information. I hear enough.
Sorry. Hold on. We are an hour and a half into her using some Indian's phone at a random rest stop without this Indian guy at all interrupting once and saying, yo, are you done with my phone? Okay? We're supposed to believe that. Now, you have given so much information about the most irrelevant shit with your arm sticking out of the drive-thru at the freaking Dunkin' Donuts. So much stupid detail. You went down hills and there are a bunch of a lollipop guild. You have filled up our minds with just a bunch of bullshit fucking detail that we did not need for all of the time leading up to the very moment that is important. And we have arrived. Now we are here. The moment in question. The fucking moments that Gannon is gone, right? We have arrived. We have prepared. We have heard you flip through those notes. You have great detail. And then here is where I start to lose my memory. Here, are you kidding me? Here is where I can no longer recall shit. What's my name again? Wait, where are we? Are you kidding me? So all of that detail, all of that abundant overcompensating detail for the days leading up to the hours leading up to this moment right here to I'm going out to play with my friend, and then poof. Memory? What memory? Oh, I can't recall shit from that moment forward. From the very moment from the very moment that we need you to recall forward, it just so happens you can't recall anything. It's almost like she provided extra detail with all of the rest of the times to try to even out absolutely nothing for this time period and try to even the scale. Like, listen, I have nothing to give you for the time Gannon went missing, but I have a lot of extra for the time before then. So it kind of balances, you know what I mean? It kind of balances out. Like, I could even tell you what color my sleeve was when it extended out the window at the drive-thru. Would you like to know what color it was? It could be crucial to the investigation, Al. Yada, yada, yada. Oh God. Oh my God. We listened to you talk about your dogs getting periods, all to lead to this freaking moment for you to say, and that's when I blacked out. What? Oh, things legendary. I'm really confused about all the shit. She Googled the face transplants, the cartels, but yet she doesn't realize the FBI can track what phone she's calling from. I'm so that's what I don't understand it either. Walk away, Renee. I really don't. She did not account for everything they would trace in her phone. And I can't think of an answer. I really can't.
Other loud noise downstairs. Not even about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes later, maybe 20 minutes. Yes.
But I thought you said you were doing the Peloton.
No, I said I've been wanting to go back to get on the Peloton because I didn't get to the other night. So I had my headphones on and I was kind of like trying to get in the pre-workout mode or whatever you want to call it.
Damn, she's including such detail here that she's not even telling Al what she was doing. She's also including, okay? She's also including what she had the intentions of doing. Let that sink in. She's not even just telling him what this fucker was doing at the time. No. Let me tell you what I had the intentions of doing. And I was hyping myself up, yo. I was listening to Rocky. I was hyping myself up. I was drinking I had these intentions. Now, that's not what I was doing. But I was, I was getting, what is it called? The Peloton? I don't know what that was called. But so look at how much detail you are going into. Not even going through the course of events, but going through a course of potential parallel events if you went a different route that day. But come the actual important things that you need to recall, you can't remember anything. Convenient.
My goal had been trying to get on the Peloton every day.
Yeah, right.
So then I heard another noise again, and I was like, I pulled them off my ears. I know they're noise counseling, but I also am not stupid. I don't wear them all the way on my ears because they freaking hurt. And I was like, Gannon, didn't hear anything. And I just thought he's down there bumping and flopping and, doing this thing, whatever it may be. Still sitting there, just chilling, doing whatever. Heard another loud noise. And I thought, okay, this is it. Like, I thought he was stomping around, doing crazy things, whatever. And he's supposed to be going to go play with a friend. When I walked downstairs at that original point in time, I thought that guy was the carpet guy. Similarities? I didn't really remember exactly what he looked like.
Did you similarities? Are you asking him? Similarities, maybe? Are you saying that there was a man down there? I can't quite figure it out because you're not exactly saying it. You're just saying, I thought this was the man. Similarities? Maybe? And it's noise canceling, not noise counseling. I mean, even though you could use some noise counseling. Oh gosh, Tisha.
I thought that guy was the carpet guy. Similarities?
Ugh.
I didn't really remember exactly what he looked like, but I remember some of the details. Now, fast forward, you'll hear me say night after night after night after night, I dreamed of different things that have added detail to this. I thought it was the carpet guy because...
What? What did you say? Night after night after night after night after night, you will hear, I dreamed of many different details of things. What? What? So the dreams never interfered with any of the prior detail. You never had to forewarn us with the dreams before this. Just conveniently this moment forward, huh? That, oh, don't hold me accountable because night after night after night after night after night, I had lots of dreams with lots of details, and I might have mistaken that for reality. So I'm actually not accountable for anything I might have said because silly me, that might have been a dream. Oh my God.
There was carpet everywhere, boxes, you name it. That was the loud noises that I heard. Next thing I know, I'm out. Blacked out. And which I told you this.
Yeah. So what I'm concerned about with that is, did he take all those boxes and carpet with him when he left?
Yeah, Tisha. Where's all those boxes and carpet? Did he just roll it on up? And like was he balancing this long ass stack of boxes as he left the house? Like this long stack of boxes in the air, like 12 boxes high, just like walking down the sidewalk. Because where were they? They weren't there. You hear that pause, that gap that Tisha has? Because, oh shit, I didn't think about this. Oh shit, I didn't think about this. I didn't account for you to ask me that. There were no boxes or carpet. So he must have took it with him. There were boxes and carpet everywhere. It was everywhere all over the house. Well, where did it go? Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me call you right back.
Yeah. So what I'm concerned about with that is, did he take all those boxes and carpet with him when he left?
The carpet was already in the house.
Oh, but what about all I just don't remember seeing any of that stuff when we got there. Did you clean? Is that part of what you cleaned up or whatever?
No, the carpet was, I saw it there when the police watched me take my stuff out.
Okay, but you also mentioned he had a bunch of boxes and stuff. But I mean, it's not a big deal. I was just wondering.
I said there was boxes like laid out everywhere.
Right.
Like I told the detectives, I thought we were getting robbed.
Okay, I got you.
I I thought that was the whole point of boxes, was to get robbed.
Okay, all right.
Where were they though?
On Gannon's table, which I'm sure there had to been if it was swiped correctly, I hit my head on the back of Gannon's table. Like hard. On the back of Gannon's table.
What table? The one I made him?
Yes.
Like the back of it up against the wall?
No, as in the back of my head, and there was the table right there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the back of the table. I'm sorry.
No, the back of my head on his table. Okay. So from there, a lot of it was a blur because I hit my head.
I got you.
I just remember certain pieces here and there. I remember Gannon running and like jumping on the guy who I thought at the time was the carpet guy, and I thought we were about to get robbed. I just remember bits and pieces like that, trying to push him off, and all I remember now that I sit back and remember, like, play it in my head again, play it in my head again, play it in my head again. It was a very calm conversation with Gannon and this person. I just remember him asking questions, the same questions he asked me, they were talking about. And who do you have me on speakerphone with? Because I know you do.
I love these moments. We hear this all the time. We hear it all the time in the Letecia calls, because if you didn't just hear the whispering, it happened like not even 30 seconds ago. She's like, and who do you have me on speakerphone with? And you hear, like, you could hear it plain as day. And when we first heard this in trial, I was wondering, oh my God, was it that obvious? Or maybe can you only hear it on this audio end? Maybe Letecia couldn't hear it on her end or something. But no, she was just raging so hard. And she was just in her own world that she just completely disregarded that you hear them whispering to one another. Okay? Which is hysterical. Yes. Yes, I do KPM. And it's so funny. But he's like, no, I don't have nobody's here. She's like, fine. And Grusing's like, do you want a peanut butter sandwich? And I was like, yeah, creamy. Like, and it's so, if she just shut the fuck up for a second, she would realize what was going on. But she just was so focused on talking. She didn't care.
What are you talking about, Tisha?
Who's listening to my conversation?
Me and you. I'm trying to figure out, like I told you the whole time, the truth. I just want the truth.
Care.
Okay, so during that time, I heard that.
She don't even give a fuck. She's like, like Tisha can't even stop talking long enough to hear him explain it to him. Like, she don't care. She's like, fine. Let me just continue. She loves to hear herself talk. Oh my God, take a breath, Tisha.
Same thing that Gannon asked me about knowing his mommy. Why do you think I've been adamant about you saying to you, oh my God, there's a piece that we're not putting together, that we're not missing. There's something different. I don't know how to put it all together. But Gannon knew something about something. And all I kept hearing him say was, do you know where Uncle Matt is at? I don't even know who Uncle Matt is.
Yeah, I ain't never heard it. The only Matt I know of is, what's her name? Your sister.
Well, that would be his uncle, and he would know him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why when you said that 20 minutes ago or whatever, I was like, I had never heard no Uncle Matt, so.
When I woke up and like out of this state of confusion, going crazy, whatever was going on, I remember Gannon saying he would be back later.
Okay. Like Uncle Matt saying he'd be back later?
Gannon said he would be back later.
Oh, Gannon said, okay, all right.
So in my mind, I'm like, did I really like what the fuck just went on? Okay. Hit my head twice. Had to fight off some dude that I explained to them and gave them a description of The whole entire time.
You gave him a subscription? Hello, would you like to extend your car's warranty? Yes. I'd like to subscribe, please. Oh, Tisha, Dr. Tisha. This woman, if you want to call her that, was teaching our children, educating our children. I had to give them a subscription. Yeah, you did, Tisha. Yeah, you did.
Okay. I have been adamant about this and about finding this person.
Is that the Mexican guy you were talking? You told me about the Mexican guy.
He was dark skinned, and I say Mexican because I assume
Tisha, you just said she. You mean he was dark skinned?
I never said she. I said he.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Bitch, you said she because the closed captions even picked up she. You liar. She was dark skinned. She was dark. Liar. Hey, why am I naked? Tisha, damn it.
Mexican because he was dark skinned, and I say Mexican because I assume
Tisha, you.
I said he. You said she, which is a subconscious slip because you're describing who? Who are you describing? You're describing yourself. She, you are who they're looking for. You. I don't like being naked. Hold on. Okay. Clancy.
You just said she. You mean he was dark skinned?
I never said she. I said he.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. It sounded like you said she. I'm hearing things again. I'm sorry.
Mexican guy. Okay. I gave him the description of that, but to me, dark skinned. I mean, their own stepfather could look Mexican.
Are you talking about Mike?
Right.
Yeah.
And in that time, it wasn't Mike, obviously, but in that time frame, I'm trying to figure out first, is this real life? Because I was totally, completely in shock what was going on. I thought we were going to get robbed. I thought they were about to take everything. I thought someone was trying to hurt Gannon. I hit my head. I didn't really know back and forth what to do. I was a little bit out of it. I'm not even going to lie. My body system was already weak because you know how it is in the first 4 to 5 weeks of being pregnant. That's my mind was completely fucking gone.
Tisha. But you weren't. You weren't pregnant. But here you are claiming again that you were. Skin did. Wait, I didn't catch it. What did she say? Skin did? Her body system. I know. Listen, her body system's weak. Okay? Her body system's really, really weak. Really, really, really weak. She talks like Cat Williams.
And my mind jumped up after everything, and I said, okay, Gannon's going to be back. Gannon's going to be back. I paced up and down the stairs. During that
So,
time
babe, hold on. Why did you tell me you got raped, and now you're not telling me you got raped?
Do you think I want to tell you what a man done to me?
I mean, what? But
You
like,
think I want to tell you what a man did to me? Yeah. If it happened, you absolutely would be the first one to say it. You just want to skip over as much detail as you can because you're not sure if you're supposed to go with it or not. So you're just skipping on over. Skipping on over. Moving on up, up. You think I want to tell you what a man did to me? That's not in today's notes, Al. It's not in today's version.
that first day I told you I would do everything within my power to protect you and get you the help you need for that. But that's a key part of the story. I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it straight.
And I went for that. And that's not something that I want to be like. Do you think I want that blasted on El Paso News?
Okay, but this is me. I'm just trying to help you in this situation. Make sure you got what you need from that. But if I don't want to get you worked up. So go ahead.
This hasn't been hard to know that like somebody was there trying to hurt me and Gannon, and I'm getting knocked out of it.
I understand.
Trying to fight for my body, trying to fight for someone not doing something to my body.
That's why I'm just trying to make sure I know everything that happened. Remember, this is about the truth. This is not about anything but me and you and the truth. So.
And I can't tell people that because then they're going to say nothing to me, call me names. I mean, you won't even want me. Why would I not want you? I don't understand what you mean by that. I tried. I didn't know what was going on. All of it was a blur, in and out, trying to figure out. I got up at one point.
This poor Indian guy is just sitting there watching Letecia. I tried. Using his cell phone like, what the Elmer Fudd? Bitch, you asked me if you could use my phone for a minute. 2 hours later, and you are talking. What the hell? But really, yeah, Letecia, you wanted him to believe that you were using some random guy's phone. Sure.
And ran to the door and sent Lena away. Sure, anybody in a logical state of mind could have said, why didn't you give Lena a note to run to the neighbors?
Sure.
He knew everything. He knew everything about us. He knew our names. He knew where we worked. He knew where Harley worked. He knew where we drove.
So back up a second, too. So just because I want to know about Gannon's well-being, too. We already covered what happened to you, but you're saying that initially you told me Gannon got beat up and he took him away, but you didn't say that this time. So please tell me.
I said Gannon jumped on his back. Like when he was trying to hurt me, Gannon jumped on his back. And that's clearly what I told the detective.
Okay, so what happened to Gannon in that instance? Because I got to know that.
I don't know. I just remember Gannon was on the other side. I was on where the door was at.
Okay.
Gannon was behind me on the floor and was crying. And
was he bleeding or anything? Was it like?
I don't know that if he was bleeding or anything.
Okay. Right.
I don't remember. All I could barely see what was going on.
Was there any blood on the floor after you got? Do you remember anything like that?
When I woke up, there was no blood anywhere. I probably went the second time. So when I ran back upstairs, they sent Lena away, and I said, Lena, please go get the mail. Harley pulls up. I says, Harley, please take Lena to Dollar Tree. And they're like, okay. I said, please take them now and get these items. exactly
So
what I did.
did Harley notice that you were distraught or anything?
Harley was, she was just looking at me like, what in the world? I said, please just go get the items. And Harley was like, what are they? I was like, carpet spray for the dog smell and the carpet powder for the dog smell. And Lena and Harley left.
Okay. All right.
Because I didn't want Lena and Harley to come in. And there you got two more people involved in this. He's downstairs with Gannon. I don't know what in the hell is going on. I'm freaked out like if I'm in some Lifetime movie, and no matter who I called or said anything to, they're going to do me just like they're doing me now. Came back downstairs. Tried to plead with him about what was exactly going on. He had Gannon wrapped in his arm, like his arm around him, and was saying,
Tisha, hold on just a second. I'm trying to understand.
I thought just a few minutes ago she explained how she was knocked out. And while she was somewhat coming to, she heard Gannon and him talking. But Gannon was talking very calm. And then she heard Gannon say, I'll be back later. And then Al was like, wait a second, but this isn't what you told me last time. And so Al's like, you told me you got beat up last time. So now all of a sudden she's introducing this new version where all this violence happened. But this is not, you described vaguely coming in and out after hitting your head and hearing Gannon say, I'll be back later, and being so confused. Now, what is this? This is very coherent and seeing a struggle of him having Gannon under his arm.
So, oh my goodness. So you're downstairs and all this is going on, and the guy is downstairs, and you send Lena away. You come upstairs and send Lena away while the guy's still downstairs?
right, or did you want Lena to come in and be there too?
No, I'm just trying, babe, I'm just trying to understand everything, because some of this is new information for me that you didn't tell me initially, so I'm just trying to
Because
process.
you wouldn't let me. You wouldn't let me sit there and talk to you.
Okay,
You treated me like a criminal.
okay, I'm just trying to understand it, so I'm just trying to sort through all of it, so keep going. Thank you for clarifying, though.
You're trying over it.
What's wrong?
I'm trying so hard.
You tried so hard to do what?
I was trying to protect everybody, but I couldn't get back upstairs. Once I let Lena go, I don't know. I couldn't even figure out what to do. If I ran outside the yard, what was I going to do?
So you sent Lena to the mailbox, or you sent her with Harley?
I sent her to the mailbox, and I told her when Holly gets there, and I sent Harley a message, and I sent Harley a message quickly and said, please get Lena as soon as you get back and go to Dollar Tree. I'll explain later.
Oh, so you sent her a message and then went back downstairs?
Super.
Right, because I was trying to check on Gannon.
But I thought you said you saw Harley when she got home.
I did. I sent her a message to let her know Lena pulled up. Lena came up.
Okay.
I sent Lena to the mailbox. Harley pulled right up. Look at the camera. Since your neighbor has every fucking camera footage, he should be able to see that they came up, and I freaking sent them right away.
Well, I'll probably have to pay him another $5,000 to get him.
Again, she focuses on the little details that can be verified. So yes, there will be footage of Lena and Harley approaching the door and Letecia sending them away. That is true. But that doesn't mean the version of events that you're stating occurred is true. That does not mean that there was somebody in the house attacking you and Gannon and you sent them away to protect them. You were killing Gannon and you sent them away so that they wouldn't see anything.
Or do that, so I don't think that's going to happen. It's bullshit, ain't it?
So I went back down. It's not funny because he did get paid.
No, I'm not. It's bullshit.
So he went back downstairs. I went back downstairs, and I'm trying to figure out, and he's just telling him that he had a new family, and like all kinds of things. And I'm sitting there trying to grab Gannon, and next thing I'm on the ground again. And you can't overpower someone when they put their fingers on your mouth.
And this was in Gannon's room again?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I told them all this. No one tried to help. No one cared. People treated me like a criminal. When I came through, I woke up. Whatever I could say and look around and think, I thought I was in a dream. And I woke up. And Gannon was gone.
And that was the second time you went downstairs and he hurt you.
Second time he hurt me, and once I woke up from that, Gannon was gone.
Okay, so you blacked out again, is what you're saying.
Yes, because I hit my head several times. Because I was trying. What I was trying to do, I was trying inside the closet, our closet door in there. I was trying to get in there because I was like, man, there has to be something in there that I can just like swing, whatever. I didn't know how to use the freaking big gun, so if I'd have left out from sending Harley and Lena away, I didn't know how to use your big gun, like the assault rifle. And my gun wasn't in the spot that it always was, because you know why? My gun was already in my car.
But babe, I'm just trying to understand here. You told me initially that the gun was in the house.
Don't. Just don't, Al. Don't.
And that he grabbed it in or
that's your black gun. He had your black gun. Yours.
He had my little pistol, right?
The black one, yes.
Okay, all right. Because I thought maybe I'm wrong, but I thought initially you said your gun. That's why I was confused.
No, my gun was outside. He had your black gun. That's why I was terrified. He knew everything about us. He was threatening us. Every single thing. He knew what kind of car that your mom had drove there and stayed there the whole time in a rental car.
Hey, when did you bring your gun back in after all this happened?
You told me to go get all the guns together.
No, that was when I was collecting them. You said your gun was in the car.
No, Albert. On the phone call with me, you said go check and see and be accountable for all the guns. When I told you I had,
because you had stored them downstairs in those. My gun was in the. I don't know about yours, but my gun was in one of the totes. Remember, you had put it there.
Right, because the lady was babysitting.
Okay, so the guy had the gun and he put it back in the tote?
No, he didn't put the gun back in the tote. The gun was left there.
So you put it back in the tote.
When I woke up, the gun was left there. Gannon was gone. It was like I thought he was hiding. I legit thought
Crackdown, you are a member of my channel, silly. Well, happy birthday if your birthday missed, but you are a member of Crackdown. You would be able to type in here if you weren't. And hi, Amber. Yep, exactly, walk away, Renee. That Peter Brady squeak Queen of Hearts. Oh, that's funny.
I was in complete shock and thought Gannon was hiding.
Okay.
I even mentioned to the girls, I go, because I was shocked, culture shock, thinking, what the fuck happened? Oh my God, like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I didn't get the time to even go through any of the emotions of it all to think what happened, because all I could immediately do was go into like the defense mode of being like, oh my God, okay, get the girls out of here. Okay, Gannon's going to be back by the time he's supposed to be back. Because in the end, when Gannon was leaving, I remember him asking him, was he going to take him to Uncle Matt's house?
Me too, John Doe.
I remember that being blacked out. So Gannon freely went with him. I don't know Uncle Matt. I'm not fucking crazy.
But you are. I don't know Uncle Matt, but I'm not fucking crazy. Yeah, actually, you are. You are fucking crazy. God, she fucking pisses me off so bad. But I agree. Real John Doe says, I have to admit, I've heard all these calls many times, and I pick up new things every time I listen, her lies are truly astonishing and still blow my mind. It's very fascinating to me. I've said it before, but I think what disturbs me the most with Letecia is I see a lot of similarities in everyday women. And I don't like to say that, but it's true. Now, that doesn't mean it has to go to this extreme, but the manipulation, the lies, little, oh, let me I was, you're gonna break up with me, but I'm pregnant. That type of shit. And it's terrifying because it's like, how are you supposed to decipher when you're just dealing with a crazy bitch or when you're dealing with a crazy fucking bitch like this? Oh, thank you, Kelly, for the super sticker. That's really, really kind. But I don't know. There's just something very different. Right, Crime Crochet Coffee? I'm telling you, there's a lot of similarities in everyday woman that I see in Letecia, and it's concerning. And it's like, what, it would be nice to bring awareness to this. And it's like, be aware of the warning signs, know what to look for, so that you could prevent something like this from happening. Because there were a lot of, I'm sorry, but there were a lot of warning signs with this case. I agree, Jam. Jam says a lot of women act similar to her. That's why I don't have friends. I know women that have like one or maybe two traits, but oh yeah, nothing to this extreme. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. Nothing like that parallels Letecia. Letecia is to an extreme. But similarities nonetheless. You have these same toxic traits. I see similarities in the texting. I see similarities in the emotional manipulation. I see similarities in the lying. And so, but the scary part is that I highly doubt it was like this from the beginning with Al, right? Because if it was this obvious and this bad from the beginning, he probably wouldn't have been with her. So the whole point is it probably started off a lot less. Kind of similar to what we see other people do now. So you become a bit desensitized to it. And before you know it, are you going to be sitting across from a Letecia? But the thing with Letecia is that there's no way that she's not consciously aware of her lying. See, I want to have a full-on discussion about whether people like a debate on whether you think Gannon returned home or not, because there's a good portion of people who don't think he did, and that's really interesting to me because I never really entertained that. And whether you think Gannon was shot at home at all versus elsewhere. I don't know. I struggle very much with the gun, the lack of the gunshots being picked up. Now, I'm not educated with guns at all, and I'm told that pillowcases can muffle gunshots really well, but there was a lot of activity going on outside that house, so I feel like it would be heard, but maybe not. Other people would know better than I would, but I have a feeling I don't know. Oh man, like it was such a brutal killing and there were so many elements to it. And Lena was home shortly after. So the question is, was she able to get it all done in time? I don't know. I think for the most part, the killing was done by the time Lena got off the bus, but she started the cleanup and the moving of his body as soon as Lena got off that bus. Now, as far as with the gunshots, I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, me too, Crime Crochet. Oh, I need a stretch. But you guys, I think I'm gonna save the rest of this for tomorrow. I'm actually not feeling that good. My throat's been bothering me, and I think I have a little bit of a fever, and so I kind of feel like poop. So if you guys are okay, I'm supposed to do trivia tomorrow night, but I could come on a little bit earlier to do the remainder of it. And so sorry to have to cut it a little bit short, but I just really starting to feel very, very junky. And I think it's just that season, like when it changes from like whatever to cold. And but I'll be on tomorrow. We can finish it, and I'm gonna schedule episode 13. And no, you're not going crazy if you're like, wait a second, we were on like episode 25. Yeah, we were, but I told you guys over the weekend that I was going to reorganize because I had to pull a bunch of episodes, so that we're going back in time and redoing the numbers. So tomorrow will be episode 13. Have you been, Shay? Yeah, I thought it was just allergies, but I could totally tell, and I did my temperature while I was on the live, and I have a bit of a fever, so I'm like, I'm starting to feel junky. So either way, I'll be on tomorrow though, for episode 13, and I have a lot of stuff in store moving forward, and I'm really, really excited for it. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for anybody who became a member, and I look forward to finishing this. And I will see you all tomorrow. So thank you for anybody who had gifted memberships or sent a super chat. Your support is so greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for that. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all here tomorrow.